And now for another instalment of our road trip around the Malaysian peninsula. "10,000 years ago, a middle-aged man died of sepsis. He had a withered arm and a wonky leg and apparently bad breath, and would have been pretty useless as a hunter-gatherer, and yet his people buried him with a fair bit of ceremony, burying him with stone tools, shells and various foodstuffs. This is Perak Man." He was found in a cave high up upon Gunung Runto in Perak, which is a pretty inaccessible cave, and he is thought to have been of some status because of the burial and his handicap, which probably meant that he had to compensate in some way. Maybe he was a shaman of some sort. The Lenggong area is the site of the oldest known human activity in the peninsula. It is home of a prehistoric stone tool workshop dated to about 74,000 years old. So that tower was obviously built for the purpose of sitting above the trees and looking out over the Lenggong Valley, which would have been quite a nice shot to have, especially if you're talking about Perak Man. Unfortunately, having climbed up here, one finds that the gates are locked, which could mean many things, like the place is too dangerous to go up, or people just couldn't be bothered to unlock it because so few people come here anyway. And why would you want to advertise the place and its facilities anyway? Because that would just make more work and wear things out. My voice today is croaking much like Perak Man's, but I shall press on with some more potted history. Kuala Kangsar has been the royal seat since the 18th century, and the sultans claimed direct descendants from the old Malaccan dynasty. It was also the seat of James Birch's British administration, and I'll tell you more about him when we visit where he was murdered in another episode. Perak may be the land of grace, but it's seen a lot of intrigue and skullduggery. It also has the first rubber tree planted in Malaysia from seeds a certain Mr. Ridley brought from Kew Gardens. And here it is. Now, here's a bit of royal architecture for you. And security are very keen on keeping the viruses at bay. So much so that they've closed off the actual exhibition. No doubt that will be as temporary as the many exhibitions that have been closed the past 5 years we've lived here. This magnificent mosque, it should be noted, was designed by Englishmen. And if you are noticing a slightly old imperial tone creeping into my manner, it is just that I am preparing myself to tell you the James Birch story. A man who, after decades of experience dealing with the natives, lost his patience and his head when he had to deal with the Malay royalty. And I must say, what a blessing it is to have to wear a mask all the time, because one can edit everything one says while filming without having to lip sync anything. I've no idea what I will be seeing tomorrow. It will be as much of a surprise to me as it will be to you. So please subscribe to this channel so that you can see what happens next at facebook.com/Lawrence and Helen.